Good morning to all the listeners and to the Zamboangueños in Zamboanga City. This is Dr. Cesar Juni broadcasting from a secret location in our bunker in Zamboanga City. This bunker could withstand bombs just like Marawi City. Today, I would like to talk about cancer. And I've been talking about cancer for the last couple of weeks. But then I stumbled on why is there cancer in Zamboanga City, and many young people are developing cancer. So instead of treating cancer with surgery, chemotherapy, radiation therapy, I was thinking, why don't we prevent cancer? How we can prevent cancer? I do not think our medical institutions, our Department of Health, our FDA, and our Secretary of Health has been talking about prevention of cancer. So I would like to start a campaign in Zamboanga City that may be able to grow to the whole Philippines or the world. Very ambitious. How to stop cancer in Zamboanga Commune. That is a very big quest. But it can be very simple. Or maybe not too simple, but very difficult. So, I'd like to discuss an outline of what we plan to do in the next few weeks. First, we should discuss the causes of cancer. When I was a kid here in Zamboanga City, there may have been cancers, but very rare. I worked in the hospital, I rarely saw any cancer. When I worked at PGH as an intern and as a resident at PGH, very few cancers. Most of our problems then was stab wounds, gunshot wounds. The most stab wounds we had was 7 a night, and we had to save those people's lives. And gunshot wounds, the most I experienced at PGH was 7 gunshot wounds a night. So cancer was very negligible, I would say. Now, what are the causes of cancer? I will outline here carcinogens that are known to men at this present time. Number one, that they blame cigarette smoke. So, in Zamboanga City, there is a lady councilor who is now regional director of prison who introduced a bill to stop smoking in Zamboanga City. Good point. Nationally, they introduced bills to stop smoking, but it was very punitive. It was not a bill to stop cancer, but it was a bill to make money for the government. They raised the taxes on cigarettes. So smoking is one good step. But do not make all these laws supposedly to help people's health, but just to raise money for them to spend and get their 10%. Now, chlorinated hydrocarbons. What is chlorinated hydrocarbons? Chlorinated hydrocarbons are chemicals that are derived from chlorine. So you would say that there is not much chlorine being used in Zamboanga City, but I've been to Pasunanca where we have a water treatment plant, and there's barrels and barrels and barrels of chlorine that is enough to kill all the residents of Zamboanga City if used in combat, like in the First World War. Now, chlorinated hydrocarbons occur, and there are many different chemicals. But the most common one I would suspect is that a leaf falls in the Pasunanca watershed into the Tomago River. And the water dissolves the leaf, and many compounds are leached from the leaf into the water supply, goes to the, what do you call this, where they filter the water, goes to the filters, and then they go through the chlorination. And during chlorination, two things may happen. the excess chlorine evaporates into the atmosphere and maybe reacts with a lot of dust or organic material in the atmosphere, falls back to Earth as rain. And the rain is picked up by plants, trees, and recycled and used or eaten by people. Now, the rain can consist of many chlorinated hydrocarbons, which many we may not even know what formula they are. Usually they're similar to carbon tetrachloride. The other one is that the dissolved chemical or leaf products in the water also become chlorinated hydrocarbons, and they may be another cause of cancer. Now, I asked the Zamboanga Water District if they know about this. They are awfully unhelpful in elucidating if there are any data on hydrogenated or chlorinated hydrocarbons in their water supply. I don't think they ever checked for it. So, it is very possible after accumulation over all these years that our water supply and our food supply may be contaminated with these chlorinated hydrocarbons. I would urge the listener to just Google, that's a Chabacano word, to Google hydrogenated or chlorinated hydrocarbons. So that's one of the basic things. Now, we use a lot of chemicals, beauty products, face wash, shampoos, lotions, and many of them contain chemicals that can cause cancer, like parabens. Another one is the virus, herpes virus 16, which causes a lot of head and neck cancers, maybe 30% or more, but we never check for that. So instead of going after the cancer, we should go after epidemics of HPV 16 that we do not know about yet. So the health department should test people for HPV 16. Now, another cause of cancers is maybe lack of vitamin D, because the higher the vitamin D level in people's bloodstream, the lower their cancer chances are, including prostate cancer, colon cancer, breast cancer, and many others. So, lack of vitamin D, other deficiencies, selenium, vitamin C, trace minerals. And the biggest cause of cancer in our population is the lack of knowledge of both politicians, lawmakers, doctors, and laymen, and other groups of people who say they are stakeholders in everything. So, that is the plan, is to stop cancer in Zamboanga City by knowledge. Let us explore how much literature the Department of Health, FDA, has on these causes of cancer and work from there. Help the people expose themselves to the sun between 10 and 2 for 15 minutes. Now, if you like this update, don't forget to click the red button below to subscribe. Thank you very much for listening, and hope to see you next year.